This video is called Live Severe Arctic Winter Freeze to Mild Winter Weather Forecast UK 23. Like video, push the funds up the left side of the screen. Time the MONENT digital receiving. Across the UK, it's 24 p.m. in the evening. In hour, it's 24 minutes past 10 p.m. in the evening. And it is October the 2nd, Monday, 23 across the UK right now. This is one of the many winter weather graphs I'll be showing you as we get through this autumn into the winter weather forecast 2023, 2024 across the UK right now. So, last winter we had a West QBO, that's this colour here, guys. And it wasn't that mild at all, warm that winter. We had a very cold winter, more or less, especially in December 2022, 2023 winter. And it was very cold in February 2023. So it doesn't always mean it's guaranteed. This winter we're going into what we call an ECO QBO with the autumn to winter 2023, 2024. It shouldn't be a very cold winter, but it's not a guarantee, guys. It's one of many weather drivers, and it doesn't always work out the way it's supposed to, guys. We've seen a super El Nino this year with hurricanes across the Atlantic. This is the upper air temperature, or so, across the North Pole at 30 HP, where the weather takes place. You can see there, guys. And down here, we're talking about the black line, the grey line following the black line, which is pretty much average. It will be minus 65 at the 30 HP across the North Pole. Eventually, it's that point, guys. It's one of many weather drivers. This is 10 HP with a shutter series. If you see this colour here go really dark purple, that means you've got a ballpoint of doom. Like we had the winter of 2019, 2020 across the UK, which was a very, very warm mild winter. Storm Kara and other storms like Storm, you name it. Wow, I can go through a lot of them. It was quite a stormy winter that year, 2020 winter was. And Storm Dennis as well, and Storm Judge. But yeah, if it's like this, guys, that means it's going to be a very sort of mild winter. But if it's darker, it's even worse. But what we call SSW, if you get actually warming, you see colours here like yellows and reds penetrating the North Pole, then that's what we call a ballpoint of doom split, a ballpoint of doom, or SSW as you like to call it. And each one can be different. Last year's one wasn't that strong. It's just strong enough to break. It wasn't strong enough to destroy it completely and break it all to pieces. But it varies. So that's one to look out for this winter 2023-2024 SSW. And this is the temperature and the daytime temperature, and let alone the chance of snow across the day. It's going to be fair, high of 9 Celsius because working town locally. This is one of many graphs we'll be looking at for the winter of 2023-2024. And this is the upper globe sea temperature in the world globally. And over here, talking about the dipole across the Indian Ocean. It's cooler in the east and it's warmer in the west for the MID, which is interesting. So it's positive MID for the Indian Ocean upper globe sea temperature. And over here, talking about CPO temperature get really cold. This gets really cold and connects to this down here, cold water upper globe sea temperature, next to a super El Nino or El Nino Jokio, which would be fascinating, guys. Will affect the weather across America and across Northern Europe, which would be interesting winter 2023-2024 across the UK, which is fascinating. I'm talking about one of the hottest upper air globe sea temperature across the Atlantic since 1895, which is fascinating, guys. And this is MetCheck weather forecast across the UK, and we're talking about December. You can see there, that's the maximum temperature, that's what it feels like. That's the rain rate, amount of rain, that's the amount of rain, that's the rain risk or whatever. That's the cloud, that's the wind direction, that's the speed, and that's the ratio happening, that's the icon what's doing that day. Let's go for the forecast for winter 2023-2024 across the UK, across Southern England right now. You see daytime temperature about 9 and 10 Celsius for December. A bit below average, nothing too exciting. And wind direction is quite strong, you see on the 7th of December. And you see it's going to be quite dark, dry December looking at this, guys, which is fascinating, guys. Fascinating completely.
Check the budget
and
again.
You name it, guys. And this is the, wow, you name it, the wind direction. And this is the month of January. You can see what's doing there. It's going to be quite windy and quite mildish, not terrifically mild. I'd say it's quite average, maybe a little bit below average, which is fascinating wind direction wise. You can see what's going on there, which is fascinating. And yeah, quite dryish. Cold at the end of the month. You can see a little bit of snow there or sleet, and it looks like it's going to go straight into the first month of February. As the sun goes up, guys. You can see what's going on, guys. There's definitely a lot of confession in this with the wind direction. The wind direction is quite powerful. You can see what's going on there. And this is the futures forecast this coming weekend going to be. Talking about upper air temperature plus 20 Celsius off the south coast of Republic of Ireland. This is most unusual. Plus 15 Celsius across the southeast. I mean, this is very unusual upper air temperature. You don't see this graph. It's amazing. And this is the ECMWF, which is most unusual to see across the UK, which is fascinating. And this is the winter coming back with range as we get to the 30th of October. up air temperatures getting very cold because of a northwesterly wind there. And this is the weather forecast of Woking Town. You can see what's going on. It's like a thunderstorm warning in place at the moment. There were thunderstorms earlier on. They issued it too late, as usual. Met office is very slow. And you can see what's going on. Very cool temperatures, 18, 19 Celsius, warmish. Then it gets very hot, 25 Celsius, maybe 26 because London City is going to be very hot this Sunday, especially this weekend. Barbecue weather, guys. I did predict it after week Indian summer weather forecast. No joke. You can see what the weather's doing next. I hope that's video. Please subscribe to the channel on Sunny Jones. It's watching videos. It's going to be a highly combustible and very severe and mild and freezing cold winter. It's video. Subscribe to the channel on Sunny Jones. Bye.